Far Cry 3 is an open-world action-adventure first-person shooter developed by Ubisoft and released in November 2012. The game was praised by critics and gamers alike for its open-ended gameplay and interesting characters. Although it doesn't exactly tie into the stories of its predecessors, the unique narrative of Far Cry 3 made it stand out, receiving widespread critical acclaim. But as always, there are things hidden underneath the surface of great video games. Here's 7 things that you probably didn't know about Far Cry 3. As a way to promote the game, Ubisoft partnered with Machinima to make a web series called The Far Cry Experience. The miniseries included Hollywood super megastar Christopher Mintz-Plasse, aka McLovin. Chris and his cameraman wanders around the island to film a reality survival show. At one point, they are discovered by Vaas and his group of island pirates. Chris is buried up to his neck somewhere along the sandy beach, where he is tortured and made fun of for days.
Chris, say hello to the internet peoples.
Fuck! You psycho!
At the end of the series, Ubisoft put out a challenge for people to find Chris in the game. Eagle-eyed gamers did end up finding Chris at these coordinates, with his entire body buried up to his neck. This is also the location of the game's cover art. Once the player interacts with the head, they unlock the achievement, Say Hi to the Internet. Speaking of Vaas, could you imagine the game without him in it? Well, that actually almost happened. Ubisoft's original plan was to use a Hulk-like brute named Bull as the main villain. Bull was a half-blind brute sporting a nose ring, broad jaw, and elaborate tribal tattoos. But that was before Michael Mando went to audition for the role. The developers loved his chilling bipolar energy that he brought in. They scrapped the Bull character and hired Mando to play Vaas Montenegro. Vaas was never an in-game character until Michael auditioned and created the insane villain we all know and love.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Mando also contributed his likeness and motion capture work in the development of the game. He turned out to be such a fantastic character that they put him on the cover. In another video, I explained how the worlds of Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs are a part of the same universe. Well, go ahead and add Far Cry to that list as well. In the Far Cry DLC titled Lost Expeditions, Jason goes inside of a cavern and picks up a folder with the Abstergo logo on it and says,
"That symbol looks familiar."
Abstergo is one of the largest and most prominent corporations in the Assassin's Creed world, operating as a primary front for the activities of the Templar Order. When Jason said that the symbol looked familiar, it suggests that it's not just an Easter egg, but that both games indeed take place in the same universe. Youngsters out there might have played this part of the game and not realized that it's a nod to ancient gaming lore. There's a side mission in the game that has Jason shooting waves of flying birds out of the sky as they pop up. One by one, the birds pop out of their hiding spots and over the vanishing horizon. By the way, there's also a time limit involved, so shoot quickly and accurately. Gamers who know their history will note that this is an obvious reference to the classic B-side of Super Mario Bros. Known as Duck Hunt. It definitely wasn't an easy game to master since the light gun zapper had its, shall we say, quirks. But nostalgic fans of the original NES recognize this classic game. Only this time, you can't cheat by holding the gun up to the screen. Come on, you know you tried it. There's a glitch that allows you to walk along the sea floor at these coordinates. At this location, there's a section of the ocean where the water is missing. But for some reason, all the fish are still able to swim around. Tropical fish and even sharks are floating around like you're not even there. Take this opportunity to kill yourself a jellyfish and you get a new entry into your survival guide. The entry itself is kind of cryptic. The screams through the night, the hot air of explosions shaking the treetops, the bodies, some faceless. They were only following orders. We're led to believe that this is just talking about the soldiers on the island. But why is this entry under killing a jellyfish? We still live in an age where video game violence is being used as a scapegoat for the actions of violent behavior, although research and extensive studies have proven that there's no correlation between the two. Ubisoft takes an opportunity to throw a little shade at the whole idea with one little sticker. If you take a gander at the caution label on the jet skis, you can read the following words. Playing too much video games may lead to aggressive behavior. Handle with care. Herp dirt. Wow, I guess Ubisoft also loves their dank memes. Deus Ex Human Revolution was such a success that somebody got fired from Far Cry 3. Let me explain. Elias Tufexis is the voice of Adam Jensen, the main protagonist of Deus Ex Human Revolution. When the game came out in 2011, it subsequently became a hit. During this time, Elias was also recording dialogue for Jason Brody, the main character on Far Cry 3. He was going in and out of the studio for 2 years to get all of the lines read and recorded. So when Deus Ex came out, Ubisoft got scared that the two characters' voices were too similar, so they fired him. Elias said that they were nervous and didn't want people playing the game to think of another game. He also added that the termination was understandable, but it's like I'm losing work because Jensen is so popular. To fill his shoes, Ubisoft ended up going with this guy, and he did a great job. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up. And next time you see your buddies, you can blow their minds with some of these amazing facts.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?